Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the DJ Sessions presents the Virtual Sessions. I'm your host Darren, and right now I'm sitting in the virtual studios in Seattle, Washington, and coming from all the way halfway around the world in Bari, Italy. We have none other than Andrew Mills on the show today. Andrew, how's it going?
Hello to everyone. Hello to everyone.
Hey, it's awesome. I know I got to preview you and see a little bit of your work before we met. I know we've been trying to get this interview in for a little bit, but I saw you over at ADE playing with the Origami team. We're going to get into that a little bit more in the show, but if you've been playing since the age, did I read it right, since the age of 12?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I mean, you already look pretty young. So,
No. I starting at my first time to listen to music at 9 years old, and I starting to 16 years to play with my small console with Hercules console. The small is a toy, and live more. Lesson with my tutorial on YouTube, on the social media, and I moved my first walking to the music, electronic music, and the DJ set, and the music of remixes, and many more.
and did you start DJing first and then go into producing, or was it DJ and producing at the same time?
DJ first. I have starting the lesson with my master. His name is Frankie Polaris, and is the most important DJs of my country. And I starting the lesson with him, and I starting to the vinyls with techniques. It's more difficult techniques, vinyls, for the first time for me, but it's more important this training to representing my figure, my artistic figure to into the time, into the travel of the electronic music.
It definitely. I mean, obviously, you see the memes all the time of people saying, "You want to see a real DJ? Put these in front of them." A lot of people confuse me. I can understand why. They always think, because I tell them I produce a show called the DJ Sessions, they think that I'm a DJ, and I'm like, no, I don't know how to DJ. I just play one on TV. But I can get up there and jump around and bounce and make it look like I'm doing something, but no,
it's the part of dance floor.
Yeah, exactly. So if you could describe your music in 3 words, what would you call it?
Okay, so my music is more intensive. The style of the cinematics to impressive the listeners into put into the travel and the journey of the music. It's a sensational emotion, and you are the strong result for the listeners.
Mhm. Awesome. It's and what would you say your genre that you play? What lane would that be in?
Principally, the genre is for me is techno.
Okay.
Techno music. Two subgenres is mainstage, raw, and hypnotic.
Okay. Awesome. It's very interesting, the number of genres that are out there now. When I grew up, it was like house and techno. And now you have
Yes,
all these other
yes,
genres. Something we just put up on our website recently is our DJ ranking system. It takes the top like 23,000 DJs in the world and ranks them all, and then it takes a snapshot of the top 100 DJs and says what country they're from and what genres they're playing. And we get to update that data every year. We got the 2024 data for 25. Can't wait to get the 2026 data for 2025. But it's just a really neat thing to go look at, and eventually we'll get it so you can scroll through and see who's been on our series by clicking their name. It's kind of really cool, something to the bells and whistles. But it's just nice seeing the shifts in the trends and how the pie chart goes
Yeah.
back and forth and ebbs and does that.
So it's important for the different genres with a particular songs or a particular sound different to any genres
Mhm.
to propose this music.
Well, it was like I was in Berlin last year for Rave the Planet, working with Riverside Studios, and I asked them what nightclub, what's the best nightclub to go to in the sense of things from where I was located, right by their studios at the Enhow Hotel, and they said, "Well, what kind of music do you like?" I'm like, "House," and they're like, "There's over 500 nightclubs in Berlin. There's probably one house night that you'll find because it's all
It's more,
techno."
it's more difficult to find
Yeah.
in the club with the play house music in Berlin, but Berlin is the homework, is the the house of the techno, the
Mhm.
music techno, and so this generally representing the name Techno Berlin.
Totally. And you also produce tracks as well. And what's the most recent track you've released?
So I have 11 to 12 tracks release, and I have actually one unreleased track to exit on all digital platforms on 29 December.
Oh,
I
congratulations on that.
Oh, thank you so much. And on the 26th November, it's out on all digital platforms with a label, American label, call it Pickle Recordings, sub label to Uprise Music. The name of the song is Space.
Space. I saw that. I was looking at your socials. I thought it says space, but then what's it say right below? I don't have it committed to me. It says space out here or something like that.
No, I have this name to Space
I'm going to pull it up right now.
on Spotify. Yes.
Because I was looking at that. I saw it on your Facebook. And hang on. I got to look at this video. Because I thought the name of this, I thought it was space. I thought so. It's space, and then below it says "out now." So I didn't know if the name of the track was "Space Out Now."
No, Space is
Now that you just said it, it's just called Space. I was a little confused. So I wasn't sure on that
the
one.
word. The word.
But yeah, I thought it was really cool. So congratulations on that. It's gonna be awesome. Now, you said you were releasing it in the States, but you're releasing it internationally? Is that going to be through Origami and one of the Origami labels?
Yes, yes, is to collaborate with Origami Management, and we help me to finding this label to representing the genre of my music.
And if you had to pick out of the productions that you've done so far, and I get this question all the time, so I just got to ask it because people say, what's your favorite episode? I'm like, all 2,734 of them. But if you had to pick a production that is your most favorite one or most memorable one that you just loved releasing, it doesn't have to say it set the bar, but just that I was glad to collaborate or work on that track and release that track. Do you have one that comes to mind when I ask that question?
I don't know. I think so. This particular name of the track, I chose to of representing each sound of the track. And so this is, I think so. To Origami is one of most significant part of my current journey. And this partnership has been essential not only for the strategy, but also for building a professional foundation around my career.
Where's
For
the
me, support is more important.
Where's the weirdest moment you've ever heard one of your own tracks play?
Okay. It's a nice question. So the most important things for me when I play my tracks is the response to dance floor. For example, my first time in London at the Ministry of Sound, I play my first unreleased track called it The Way of Your Life, and this is the title is represent me to a journey starting with to Origami Management. And when I was the play this song for the first time, the dance floor is very crazy, and it's more difficult for me to the the emotive response, and it's more happy for this.
Yeah, I saw that you did play Ministry of Sound. That must have been quite an accomplishment. I mean, I still have never made it there before. I would love to make it over there sometime, I do have the international traveling bug in me, after being to Amsterdam twice and then following up with Berlin. And then this year I didn't get a chance to go anywhere, but I am planning a bunch of trips, at least 4 trips to the EU and 2 trips to the UK minimum. And one of those stops is definitely going to be in Rome, or wherever I need to pool the resources together to work with you and the Origami team and put everything together. It'll be pretty awesome. Super excited for that. When it comes to traveling and doing shows, you recently were just at ADE, as we mentioned at the top of the show. How was ADE this year? Was that your first time?
No, it's the second time to ADE. The first time in 2024. Also with Origami, and I play only on the 50 Hertz Club to Origami Showcase. Over the years, I working a lot of my tracks, of my profile, and of my career. And this year at this AD 2025, I have a lot to opportunity. Also thanks to Origami into 3 stage and more clubs to Amsterdam.
Nice. Yeah, and there is a lot to do there. We have a pattern when we go there. We usually land on Tuesday, get settled in, do work on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then take off. And Friday night's out, Saturday night's out, Sunday it's go check out the city. Monday, it's usually a late night flight, so we can go do something in the morning and then get to the airport and fly home. It's like a 14-hour flight for us. So, usually a layover in Iceland. The last time we went, there was a layover at Heathrow on our way in. I think Iceland, Reykjavik was a coming back. But, I like it. I like traveling. I mean, it was awesome.
This is my 2 passion, music and the travel. For me, is the best matches.
Exactly. And I do want to say thank you, because you were part of the Origami team. We got a number of exclusive mixes from you guys over there. I was very impressed to get those. Those are up on our site right now. And we're super excited to get those exclusive mixes. I know we're going to be working with the Origami team a lot closer in the future, especially for 2026. Now, when you say you like traveling and you like music, when you go to these foreign countries and travel to play, do you get time off to go explore the culture of the countries? Or is it like, I'm in, I play, I'm out?
Yes, for me, I don't have the countries specifically I play with my DJ set, but I love so much the country with we have the culture of music, especially of techno music, and this is more important for my career and for me because this part of my journey starting to another opportunity to display in this place. Unfortunately, in my country, techno music is difficult to listening, but I don't for these opportunities more important with Origami to traveling around the world to bring my music around the world.
Yeah, that I like we said earlier at the top of the show, you know, Berlin's going to be definitely known for techno, you know, and that's hard. You know, it can be a little difficult when a genre, even in the city I live in, Seattle, you know, we used to, when I was going out, um, trance was just huge. And this is like in the late 90s, early 2000s. Trance was the big thing. House was still there. House had a very strong part. And
Yes.
techno was just, it never caught on. We have drum and, if I went like drum and bass, drum and bass, techno, techno, house, trance, and now I guess what's the big tech house is probably the biggest genre that's out there now, I would say. You know, or I mean, and then you got the rhythm, I mean, gosh, don't get me started on the whole Wikipedia page and the classifications of electronic dance music. I mean, I have to tell people when they come to play my show and be a resident DJ, I said, use this page, but you can only use the main topics, none of the subtopics.
Yes, it's
Like,
right. It's right.
to me, it's always going to be drum and bass, but you got liquid drum and bass, or
Yes.
you got trance, and you got side trance, and it's like, oh, okay, like okay, but it's beautiful because years ago, I saw this. It was like a chart somebody had, and it said house music here, trance music here, but then it branched off of house music, and it showed how it branched off and how much influence this genre of music had on these other genres of music that then branched out to these other genres of music. It was a really cool kind of like very organic flow chart of how all the music was really, how it was all there. It's really, really awesome. I wish I could find that again. Probably just probably type it into Chat GPT and said, find this flow chart for me. You're like, here, are you talking about this one?
It's
but,
more easy.
You know, while you're on tour and you're out there touring these countries and having fun and traveling, what's the most difficult thing to deal with?
But difficult, I don't know. But I saw when I play my own tracks, it's a completely different feelings compared to playing anything else. And this is to application or the other countries to I play. So, for example, for the first time I played in Ibiza. I don't play techno, but in Ibiza it's more listening tribal house, and this is for a real feeling a real mix of pride, adrenaline, responsibility to this place I play DJ set. So responsibility because my music represents who I am as an artist, and when the crowd responds, when I see the people losing themselves in the tracks, I built from zero. It's one of the most powerful sensations I ever felt, reminding me to this opportunity for another countries. You have the culture, music culture to different countries to countries, and so for the first time to in ED, I am so happy, more happy for because the techno music in Amsterdam is a techno culture, is a religion to say that, and so for me is more important to this part because I think so. Every trip feels like a mission. I'm not just moving from one place to another. I'm carrying my identity, my sound, and everything I've built inside the studio. When I arrive in a new city or a new country, I feel both grateful and hungry. Grateful because people are giving me space to express myself. Hungry because I want to leave a real impact. And every flight, every hotel, every stage teach me something. This is more important for me and for my career.
You know, and other than Origami Management, the labels that are under Origami Management, the umbrella there, what are the current top 5 record labels that are putting out quality releases that you kind of say, I go with them all the time, or I check when they got something out, I listen to it? You have 5 top labels that
Okay.
always come to mind when you're searching for music for your sets?
For me, it's my priority is Pyro Records. Why Pyro Records? Because is the first label to change the way of my career. For the first time, I produced it with a track with Techno mainstage, called it Overdrive. The name Overdrive to be a part to a plugin of music production and a technique for the production. So for me, is the first position is Pyro Records. So second position, Gold Lizard Records, because I have released 2 tracks, Corpus Domini and Sonic Community. Sonic Community is I play for the first time in the AD24, and I just signed my first contract of discography to the God Lizard. And the another one is for Dragon Records. Dragon Records, I have played and are released to my track to represent myself the better, because I realized the Vivictis is a more important release for me, because to thank you of this release, I have the more support from high profile artists, including Blaster Dex, Dimitri Vegas, like Mike, and Jamie, and other respect names in the ship. For the last, but is not for the last, is Peak Recordings, to open my career to American listeners and American stage of techno music.
Now, you're also considering opening your own label as well, correct?
Yes.
Or have you already done that, or you're looking into it?
No, I don't hide it.
No, we over here at the DJ sessions a few years back, we're talking about the possibility of opening up our own label. And I looked at it and said, that's a whole nother company in itself. The amount of music first of all, what direction are we going to take? What's our sound? Then are we going to only produce in-house? Are we going to open it up to take submissions? Mm-hmm. If we do take submissions and I'm getting 200 submissions a day, let's just say 100 submissions a day, and I have to listen to 100 songs or tracks a day. Now, I'm not a DJ. I don't really got the magic button how to go through 1,000 songs and be like, good, bad, good, bad, good, bad, bad, good, bad.
It's a very hard work.
I would feel guilty if I didn't listen to somebody's entire track. I mean, okay, if I listen to it in like the first minute in, I'm like, oh, no, not our sound. But I mean, if I filtered it out and I had 100 songs that were the sound we were looking for, and then I had to listen to the whole thing all the way through, and the whole thing, and these are like 3 to 5 minute tracks, let's say, that's almost 6 hours of music a day that I want to be focused on and listening to. And I'm like, no. I wonder.
It's a very hard work.
It just dawned on me that I wonder if there could be something in AI that I could program AI to say, this is the sound I'm looking for. So then when a track comes in, it automatically processes it through AI and can either accept it or reject it automatically. So I get it all filtered down through AI. Maybe I just got onto something there. Huh. Okay, cool. No, but it was going to be another daunting task. So one of the things that I've scaled it back a little bit, and instead of doing a label, we're really excited that in 2026 we're going to be launching a new music section on our site, not a store, but a section that we're going to be rolling out here. I've already done the beta testing on it, and we're super excited because, you know, we want to increase the visibility for artists even more, as like you coming on our show and doing an interview and doing an exclusive mix and giving the opportunity to put your music and then have it direct out to wherever you want people to purchase or get your music, all that fun. But we're just offering that as a place that people can come to. And on top of that, adding in a radio station, internet radio station player as well. So we can start syndicating shows and putting stuff into our weekly mix, and then curate shows with the artists that are on our site as well. Lots of cool stuff coming out here. And so, but even just the daunting task, like I said, of a DJ, I remember somebody told me when I first started the show, and I said, how many hours a day do you spend looking for music? And the kid goes, 2 to 4. I go, every day? He goes, every day.
Yes,
and I went, even just 2 hours a day. I'm like, I get nothing done. I mean, if I had to sit down and go, okay, go through this, and this is in 2010. I was having this interview with the gentleman, so I can't remember where people were sourcing tracks back then off the top of my head, but I don't think Beatport was out then. They were getting them some. I'm sure there were many digital download sources you can get tracks from. But the point is that maybe Beatport was out. I should know the answer to that question. But again, I'm not a DJ. I don't know this stuff. So, but yeah, are you doing the label just to release your own tracks, or are you looking to sign people as well underneath your umbrella?
It's more prolific to this opportunity. But for example, me, I spend my time. It's very hard because to 10 or 12 hours today per day, and these hours spending to production, music selection, DJ set, radio shows, and many more. I'm completely immersive into the music. It's not for me. It's not difficult, but for me it's a pleasure, and I think so. To takes. With an production, with I stand in my unreleased track, or I production with a track, I takes the only one sound to shift a genre on subgenre. One small element, a texture, a lead, a rhythmic idea, a synth, can completely change the identity of track. That is the magic of electronic music. Details matter. So a single sound can turn raw techno track into something hypnotic, tribal, cinematic, or even melodic. And this is question to put around the spending a lot of hours it's for me, it's a very pleasure for me, because the music is my passion, first passion, and this hour is or more or less for me. It's today is with 36 hours. It's better for me.
Yeah. You know, it is. A lot of people don't understand, especially even searching for music, but then also producing the music. You know, a lot of times I ask people, you know, producing music, you spend countless hours sitting in front of a computer sculpting your beats. And, you know, I ask people, well, I sat in this chair. When I got back in this chair, remember, I think I told you before the show started, I was on a hiatus for about 8.5 months. And I was down to about 165 pounds. I got back into this chair in May, and within 3 months, I was at 197 pounds. You know, and so I often ask people, what do you do to stay fit? What do you do to stay engaged rather than just being in this chair all the time? I mean, people don't understand. I'll sit in this chair from 7:30 in the morning till
Yeah,
6:30 at night. That's
yes,
11 hours. I mean, of course, I'll get up and go to the bathroom. I'll walk around. I'll do stuff. But I mean, I'm sedentary, and just got to remember, I'm getting my new Apple Watch tomorrow, though. So I'm hoping when I get the brand new Ultra Apple Watch, I'll set up a fitness program that'll say, stand up
yeah.
now, move now, walk around now, and start doing some stuff and set some goals. But how do you keep yourself healthy, or sitting in the chair and not just glued to the chair all the time? Do you have a routine that you do that gets you up and out, or anything that you're active in other than just the music production and performing and DJing?
To this hour, I spend to every day fully immersed in music, and I not just to production. I on average to 10 to 12 hours per day, but this is my life because each hour I dedicate to producing or mixing, studying sound, or practicing my sets. It's an investment to creating something to unique, you different sound to the another. Something that truly represent my identity as a DJ and
Mm-hmm.
as a producer. It's not a job for me. I not consider this job. Consider this is the opportunity to talking about me of my listener, and this is more important because the music is an incredibly detailed, from selecting to write peak, bassline or synth, to design texture and actors. And when I perform my own tracks live, it's a completely different feelings. I do improvement in the studio for the first time in studio, and who I this track like me to display, so is on the dance floor. This is experience is a deep with the connection to the music and the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
So every drop and every build up, in general, every moment of the tension is like telling a story for me. And I share with everyone the experience in the every room of the world.
Yeah, that's a lot of power of influencing people, and definitely making a lot of people get on the dance floor and have a lot of fun. When it comes to you, though, who's been the biggest influence when it comes to your career, and why?
Okay, the first influence of my career is Jeff Mills.
Hmm.
Jeff Mills, I bring your name and bring me my art name. Uh, Andrew Mills derived to Andrew to my nickname when I was a child. My family called me Andrew for the nickname, and Mills representing the discipline, evolution, and precision that define techno. As the artist, so Jeff Mills. Jeff Mills is for me is the most important DJs on the world because he brings your idea and you brings the, your version of techno music in the life. In the first years of 1980, this mindset is more important to listeners on the radio channels techno, and this is the new. I don't have many any more and any difficult to Jeff Mills bring this genre on radio channel. So this name reflecting the focused and the driven identity I take on when I step on stage.
Hmm. And if you could take one person and that that's not a other than your direct family or friends, and put them in the spotlight, that says this person needs to be put in the spotlight and lift them up, who would that be and why?
Uh, it's it's difficult. My brother.
Your brother, okay.
Yes, my brother Luca. I don't know to see the interview, but I'm sure you listen me. And see, yes, my brother is for the first person to believe in me. So my brother bring me to this genre is not more passion or in my room, but this passion to the representing the work. Thanks to my brother, I have known my first master, Frankie Polaris, to play, starting with a journey with him, and I have the training with your experience, your music, and so your experience is more important for this journey.
Awesome. It's always good to, you look to family for support, and definitely in being an artist, it's not like it could be a job, but it's not like a normal job. I was talking with oh gosh, I'm gonna look at with Reno earlier today, and he is like, most people have a job. I get to eat because I DJ. I get to drink wine because I DJ.
Yeah.
And I thought that'd be really awesome to put that on a shirt. Because I DJ, I eat. because I DJ, I drink wine. And he goes, "This is my full-time job. This is what I do." It's like, that's awesome. Because we were talking about people having a second job or second position, but you really do need to have a strong support structure behind you when you leap off and go off that way. I'm kind of fortunate myself that the way I've set my life up is that, I get to do that kind of stuff. I get to control my own future. I'm not punching a clock or having to go in and sit at a desk for 60, 70 hours a week, spend 10 hours a week getting back and forth to work, and then come home and have to have a social life or a hobby life, and then a social life, and then a relationship life, and then just my own downtime life. I can be like, I finished my interview with Andrew today. I'm going to go walk the dog, or I'm going to go make a sandwich. I'm going to go to the grocery store. I'm going to, like,
in this case, it's representing to me, but I have been dedicated to music for as long as can I remember, but my journey has not been easy. For 10 years, I work in a factory, in a company, and this company to thanks on this company to support my passion and finance my studio, my equipment, my releases, and so my learning by myself from mixing and DJing techniques to production and many more. But
it wasn't always like, I worked. Yeah, I know the struggle. I can totally and it's like paycheck goes bye-bye for the new toy. Paycheck goes bye-bye for the new toy. But you got the new toy. And then the new toy 5 years later sits in the closet collecting dust. I have a toy. I have a backpack. We call it the backpack. It lets me stream from anywhere in the world, like satellite uplink backpack. $5,000. I don't think I've used that thing for 3 years.
Yes.
Like, oh, okay. It was a cool toy that I wanted to get. I got it. Now what? I don't know. Are we ever going to use it? No. We'll just hotspot from our phones. But if I was out in the middle of the desert, that's the backpack I'd want to have with me. But, switching gears here a little bit about, talking about your involvement with Origami Management, how did that relationship cultivate? How did that come about?
Yes, I have a good relationship to Leandro and to Gioia, my art manager, and especially always some relationship with Alessandro, my label manager, to step by step on the week believe in me and believe in my music, and I say is the helping with to finding the right label on the right production. I love so much to the work with Origami, but is for me is more important your support, your support and your job behind me.
Mhm.
I have a very important collaboration. So he working with them has been amazing because they understand both the artistic and the promotional side of my work. They support me in releasing track with another track with by Victis or Pure Idea, and help me with Spotify promotion, international exposure, partnership, building on trusting. And so for me, more important is shared with my vision with art and the drive to reach a bigger audience together.
Yeah, it's I'm like I said, I was very fortunate to we work also with MN2S, and it was funny because I interviewed Leandro, and I was working on a deal with MN2S, and then
Yes.
MN2S Label Services Division. Got to give a shout out to Meg over there, and she's like, "Oh, I got this guy, Leandro. You should talk to him." I go, "Meg, I had him on my show 2 weeks ago." She's like, "What? I love him," and that's how we reconnected, and so now we work with MN2S as well, which we're super excited about that partnership, and Origami as well. But going back to Origami and the management, thinking about it, when you said you have a manager, you have a label manager, what is the most important thing that you think record labels should be doing for their artists in the industry, and are record labels as a whole doing a good job with that?
Yes, but see, the more important things to Alessandro, my label manager, is the finding the label will represent my vision, and so this is a long term to public and promotion my tracks on this label to bring me in the stage, a big stage or main stage, or so communication is right and is perfect around to the label. Alessandro for me is a more important partnership for my career and for my collaboration with all family. Because Alessandro believed in me, my project from the beginning and our work together. So I for the first Alessandro is our first listener of my production.
Nice.
To bring my production on the label.
And does he give you a lot of creative input when you're putting the song out there and say, "Hey, just bring the bass up, bring the bass down, bring the treble, insert this"? Does he give you pointers, tips to tweak your tracks to really make them so he knows, okay, now I can take this to knock on somebody's door with this?
Yes, so it's more difficult to producing music without things to dance for, because is the most part for me is only dance floor, but is not only dance floor, but my music is just one in a four. So I think so. My sound moves between always with a dark and immersive edge, and I especially focused on heavy grooves for this, the representing techno genre and the hypnotic tension, and every track and is designing to take the listener on a journey. This is my mission. I bring the listeners to the atmospheric intros, to build-ups and powerful drops that make the crowd fully feel the music. I get to pay extreme attention to every sound because I have a single element for me is completely can completely change the energy of the track and the response to my label manager Alessandro. So I think so. Is I have a good job. It's a good job to Alessandro.
Nice. And that's that's on the music production side. Going back to your stage presence side, do you become a different person when you get on stage? Are you a different person off stage? Is there, okay, time to hype up? I'm on the stage. Okay. And then when you're off stage, you're like, what's up? Is there, do you put on a persona, or is there a hype up or an energy or anything that you bring to the stage that is a stage performance that's not really your genre? Or is it just, I'm Andrew Mills, I'm here to play, let's go?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, yeah. Who's the most inspirational or inspiring person you've ever met backstage, and why was that person so inspirational to you to meet?
To the main stage or in the production music?
I'd say backstage, like, or I guess that's a great question. I didn't think about that. Who's the most inspiring person you've ever met, and why did they inspire you? I think I already asked that though, but go ahead.
Okay, my inspiration on stage comes from the music itself and the connection only with the crowd. Just I say the name. For me, the best DJ crowd is on techno music is Spain's 92. It's a producer, an Argentinian producer, and so put your DJ set in the crowd, and the response is amazing. So when I play, I feed off the energy in the room and also draw inspiration from my own production and performing my tracks like allows to me experience them a new way. To feel the emotion and contrasting to emotion in the backstage to main stage, and this is this is important. But for me, it's more important. So each shows or each production for me is unique, and I see in the people respond to the tension and build-ups, inspiring me to push boundaries, explore darker and more hypnotic sound, and make every set a powerful, unforgettable journey.
Yeah, I don't go out on stage much. I'm not supposed to be the man in front of the camera. I go by the saying, the show must go on, and I wasn't going to wait around to find somebody to be in front of the camera. And then I found myself in front of the camera thousands of times, and then doing the interviews and doing everything. And people don't understand that even though it sounds like this is a natural interview, I'm on stage. It's lights, camera, action. I'm in the hot seat, even though it might seem like, oh, it's just natural. I can get a microphone. I can talk on camera. I can do this. And it's like, yeah, try doing that over and over and over again for 16 years. And I didn't just start 16 years ago. I've been doing this since I was a kid, but started on shows when I was 18 years old. So almost like 33 years I've been doing this. But there is a sense of hype and a sense of adrenaline rush that you get when that light goes on and that camera goes live, and it's for my time to say intro, or you get up on the stage and it's time for you to hit that button, and boom, and you get to create the whole crowd and the whole set. There's an adrenaline rush to it. Something that I was talking with somebody a few months back was the problem with getting that adrenaline rush is you could be 1 minute in front of playing in front of 3,000 people, or even 200 people, or 10,000 people, and 2 hours later you're sitting in an airport by yourself.
Yes, yes,
You
exactly.
know, it's like, and you're doing this nightly with this, and then
That's right.
and it's just this huge up down rush, and a lot of people, they're not accustomed to. I mean, you got to look at the upper echelon of DJs and how many people get a chance to play in front of 1,000 people. I mean, there's like our city doesn't have a lot of places where they can play in front of 1,000 people. Very far and few between. You go to bigger cities like, I'm sure, Rome or London or Berlin or New York, LA, places like that. But you get up there. Let's say you break that 5,000 person mark. You're playing in front of 5,000 people, and that's just over and over and over again. But you're in for the show, play your show. You got to fly out because you got a Friday night booking, and you got to fly out to get to your Saturday night, and maybe a Sunday night, or maybe it's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then you're by yourself in the Uber riding to your hotel room. Check in your hotel, your hotel room, and people don't see that are on the ground, that live in the city. They don't know the artist lifestyle, so they don't understand when the artist gets to town. It's like, yeah, it's 4 o'clock our time, and we want to take you out to dinner and go party and hang out. And you're like, I just spent 7 hours on a plane getting here. I haven't slept because I left the party at 4. I left the event at 4 because I closed or whatever. And then I had spent an hour getting here in the car. And now I just had the hotel room. Can I get like 3 hours of sleep before we go to dinner? 4 hours? And no, come on, you got to do the meet and greet. You got to go out and come in. And just that road life can be very taxing for people. Do you have any health tips for people when you're on the road, when you're going out to the shows and doing things, that you kind of woosah and bring yourself back to ground yourself, to make sure that dopamine or serotonin or whatever other rush the other the two senses are don't burn you out?
Yes, yes, it's right. But this kind of life is more intensive. So an example, or if I talking about with my life is around the music, and this is to sacrificing a lot of sleep.
Mhm.
I have in media 5 or 6 hours to sleep at the day, and so because it's more important spend almost every day and every night to producing and preparing my set on stage or performing live on stage, especially to level level up and level down to these countries, to uh, to travel on the countries for the stage, main stage, and the DJ set. And sometimes I sleep just a few hours because I'm focused on the performing, on the tracks, testing and sound, next plan journey of my set, and many more.
Mm-hmm.
But this me for me is this dedication. It's a burden, but it's a part of the passion.
Mm-hmm.
Without passion, I don't move it.
Understandable. When you're not entertaining others, what do you do to entertain yourself? What's a day in a life for Andrew Mills at home? I'm chilling. I want to go have fun. What do you like to do? No
I
music
don't know.
production, no
I don't
music, no
I
DJ.
so but I don't have any day to to holiday. But yes, but for me, it's not in the studio producing of my DJ set. I spend my time with my family, with my brother, with my nephew, with my sister-in-law, and dedicate my life, my part of day to my family too. My family for me is more important to upgrade my education on the music and the culture in general.
Nice. Family's important. You definitely have to have family and friends. Definitely is important. I myself am a bit of a foodie, so I can't wait to come over to Italy and taste some real. I don't say we make Italian food, but we're on the west coast of the United States. I can go to some really great Italian restaurants, but I want to get over to Italy. I think even Remo and I were talking. He's like, if I'm Italian, he says I'm Italian. I'm not going to go to another country and go eat Italian food. I can get that at home. When I go to India, I want to eat Indian food.
Yes.
When I'm in Ethiopia, I want to eat Ethiopian food. I want to try. And he goes, I'll try something. If I like it, I'll come back. If I don't, I just won't go back. Like
Yes, yes.
it's okay. So I mean,
Indeed.
I like the food. I like to travel, explore, kind of get out of my hometown. I
The
lived in
food
the same
culture.
city here for 51 years, pretty much. So I know the city like the back of my hand. I know the best restaurants to go to. I know where to go to. I know all the nightclubs. I grew up in all of them. I watched them all grow up and all that fun stuff. But I want to go out and see some culture. I want to see the Colosseum. I
Yeah.
want to go to Athens, or that's in Greece. Sorry, not Italy. But I do want to go to Athens. But anyways, is there anything else you want to let our DJ Sessions fans know before we let you go?
Uh, yes, for me, the food is more important, but can I see it?
Yeah.
Yes, it's also for me when I travel on the another countries or different countries. I try the typical dishes of this country, and this is a part of food culture, or culture personal. And I also see, yes, is a part of our music events. Every city, every venue has its own food habits, and experiencing the local cuisine is a part of understanding the culture around the music.
Mhm. Yeah, again, going back, food is a huge thing for me. I like exploring. Amazing enough, I made ribs for dinner last night. My friend that was over for last night, she's from Kansas City, which is known for their ribs. But was really interesting when we were at ADE in 2023. We found a place in Amsterdam that did ribs, and she goes, Darren, these are pretty much the best ribs I've ever had in my entire life. And this is in Amsterdam, like American ribs. And she goes, they had a beer in the fridge. She goes, they only carry this beer in like Kansas City. How did they get this beer over here in Amsterdam in the fridge? I'm like, huh? And she goes, yeah, this is the beer you get with your ribs in Kansas City. And she's like, these ribs are hands down the best. So I guess if I did go get some American food in Amsterdam, that was like one of our cheat codes right there. But yeah, that's how we did it. But yeah, is there anything else you want to let our DJ Sessions fans know about before we let you go?
Yes, but in my country, this part of food is more important, especially in my region. This is a uh, is a religion. The food.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Well, you have that new release coming out on December 29th, correct?
Yes,
And the title of that is
uh, mescaline.
Mescaline. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Also the name, same as the name with producing with the Prodigy, inspiring me in order to this track. So Mescaline, this is a track of art techno, collaborate to with another artist of Origami family, and his name is Bad Vice, and is more explosive track. Hard techno, pure sound, and enjoy it on
Awesome.
29 December. Run into Beatport and
Mhm.
you can buy this track. But is a really journey of the pure sound of techno. Is the responsive to my style and my different genres with to alienate to me and to Bad Boys.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to that and the future collaborations. And again, thank you for the exclusive mix from ADE that's on our site under the exclusive mixes, on location sessions as well, on our site right now. Andrew Mills, thank you so much for coming on the show. Where's the best place people can go to find out more information about you?
On Instagram, on Spotify, in Beatport, and in especially on this link to my artistic page on Instagram, and all the information, all the journeys, all the releases, also my part of life in the stories and on Instagram.
Awesome. Andrew _Mills_DJ on Instagram. Check him out. Well, thank you, Andrew, for coming on the show today, all the way in from Bari, Italy. I'm in the virtual studios in Seattle, Washington. Darren for the DJ sessions. Andrew Mills on the DJ sessions.
For everyone.
Thank you very much for coming on the show today. And on that note, don't forget to go to our website, thedjsessions.com, where you can find out all about our shows, our website, and that's not the right QR code that I wanted. I wanted this one right there, thedjsessions.com. Check us out. It's over 700 news stories a month, live interviews like this one here, exclusive mixes, our new music section, our internet station. We have a virtual reality nightclub, a mobile app that's going to be in version 2 coming out here soon, and more. Even check out our store. We're going to have some new merch in that store here soon at thedjsessions.com. All right. And remember, on the DJ Sessions, the music never stops.